Welcome back to M Hood Fishing. It is currently 15 minutes after 3 a.m. I woke up 1:58. Feel like I have jet lag. Sometimes my schedule just gets so disembodied. Yeah. Is that a word? I think so. Do you know what I mean? Feels like jet lag. Feels like I've been flying through time zones, but I haven't really left Plaquemines Parish here in southeast Louisiana. I get trapped in these weird zones where I'm awake researching, and then all of a sudden I realize it's 3 something a.m. in the morning or 4 something a.m. in the morning, or there's another reason that keeps me awake, like some kind of mediocre boom boom showing up across the street from me, keeping me awake, that kind of thing. So none of that has occurred. I just did an all-nighter the last night, right? I actually could not sleep, so I just went out. I was like, I gotta make a video. I want to fish. I can't sleep, so I went out. What's going on now is I did that. I edited the video. I uploaded the video, and probably got to sleep at something like 4 something in the afternoon, and slept pretty much, but not continuously, all the way to 1:58 in the morning. At some point, I got woke up to something cold touching my face, and that was about midnight. And then about 2 hours later, I woke back up. The cold was the nose of the red bone. So here we are, sort of a day in the life here. We're burning some incense over here. We got one bowl sitting here because the other bowl's sitting over there with kibble already in it. Over here we have a good mess. This is a day in the life. I haven't made anything pretty for you. This hasn't been sitting out. I just put it out. We're going to make some breakfast, because I think that's in order. What do we got here? We need to check these. I've been keeping these wet in this paper towel. Oh, the difficulties of vlogging. We're trying to do things one-handed. Here we go. Here we go. We found it. Oh, we split it. Are we going to get there? Are we going to see? Are we going to have to put it down and go two-handed here? Like, this was probably intended to be a two-handed project. Oh, we got it. Yes. Look at that. We have a good rate of germination here. Dave sent these seeds. I've already planted some, but this is another set that I'm going to plant. Giant bean vines, pole bean vines. See, we got some good germination going. You don't have to do this, but you'll get a better rate of germination if you do this. It looks like every single one is germinating, but as you see this one, oh, that does look good. I thought that wasn't poked out all the way yet. They're all, oh, have they all germinated? They have. They, in fact, have all. That is 100% germination rate right there. Those can get in the ground pretty soon. So, why are we doing this long-form day in the life? Well, there's no telling what's going to come of the day. And that's why we're kind of just letting it go where it's going to go, and why we're doing it this way, showing you the dirty kitchen and whatnot, and maybe cook some breakfast with you, feed the dogs with you, and all that good stuff, because we might be staying dry with you as well, because it might get wet outside. But it says marginal risk on the forecast right now, and when I see it saying marginal risk, to me that means no matter what they have the percentage set at for the day, when they say could be marginal risk of severe weather, it may not happen. But you shouldn't plan on something serious and far away. You know what I mean? You should just kind of play it by ear and maybe stay close to the house. Unless, well, to my point of view anyway, where I'm at, I ride an e-bike everywhere. So, yeah, if I was in a vehicle, I would could go fish somewhere where I don't have to be far from the vehicle, because you might have to duck tail and get in it. Yeah, you're right. So this is the kind of day where I think about sessions that don't take a lot to set up and dismantle. But at the moment, I'm not even sure. Not yet. I'll tell you what, it's really early, and I think, like I said, a full-on breakfast is in order. So we're going to do chorizo and eggs. But there's 2 people in this house other than me that think I should get on top of their breakfast before I get on top of mine. But if you know me, you know I love to talk. Not really, no, but it seems that way, don't it? So look at this. The Yamaha. This is a PSR 295. That is not blood. Barney asked me on the gram when I first posted this, right after pulling it out of the dumpster. You can look on the gram, on the IG, and you'll see that picture. It was just covered in this red stuff. I don't know, it's like some kind of artist paint. As you can see, it's not as much on there now as there was. I've cleaned it a little bit. This works fairly all right. I got it out of the dumpster without a power supply, and I had to go find one somewhere. A friend gave me one that seems to work. This is like mid-range professional, sorta. I mean, it's not the most expensive and it's not the cheapest. This probably came from late 90s, early 2000s, and probably cost about, I don't know, range of from $400 to $600 brand new. Probably not as much as $600, but we're kind of giving it a wide range. So why are we talking about this? Well, I like music. I like to make experimental electronic music. I've been doing it pretty much all my life, and I stopped taking it serious when the name of this channel became M Hood Fishing. We got more into just making straight fishing vlogs. Do have a side project. We'll announce that soon, and it pertains not to this keyboard specifically, but to what I just said, experimental electronic music. I think I want to circuit bend this. Trying to figure out if that would be a waste of this or not, and I think maybe I will go ahead and do it. I don't want to spend the whole time vlogging my morning, because as you see in there on the laptop, I'm listening to Can, and I can't listen to Can and vlog at the same time without expecting some kind of issue at some point. Copyright strike. So I like that band. Little bit of magic, just a little bit. There's beef broth, and if you're curious, if you saw that and you're curious as to what that is, I made some beet juice yesterday. All right, while the dogs are eating, I'm gonna listen to my album. So I fed the dogs to Can, and I cooked to International Jaw Station, a tribute to Channel 1 sound system. Now I'm going to enjoy the latest video from one of my favorite travel vloggers, Gabriel Traveler. He's been in Australia. I want to see his Blue Mountain video. Yeah, you're right. All right, I only watched about half of Gabriel's video, and then I checked the weather. The bad stuff has been pushed much deeper into the day. They're calling for severe thunderstorms at noon. There's still a good chance of rain right now, but it looks like we could just go. It is about 5:30 right now. So it is really convenient to have a bayou so close to your house. I mean, not even 5 minutes from the house. And that's what's up today, because there is a great possibility of the weather turning while I'm on this session. Therefore, I don't want to go far, and I've already gone through this, but I'm going to do it again. Do not want to go far. Do not want to do a session where there's a lot of setup and breakdown. You want to be able to get out of there fast if it starts raining. So It's going to be bass today, but I did bring an option. It'll be cool, an option for gar. We're not that close to pre-dawn yet. It is just after 6 now. We got maybe 45 minutes. I am not looking in the dumpster this morning, and I just saw lightning over Gretna. Wow, it's more choked today than yesterday. Thought I would come up here and chill for a second to give the traffic along Barrier Road a chance to chill. Pre-dawn is happening, but very, very slow. I mean, we've got a good while before you really can tell that it's happening. You saw lightning again over there. Interesting. There's a Husky tank. It's like an air compressor tank just sitting there. Just saw lightning again. Yeah, I changed my mind. I'm not going to sit up there and kill time. It's choked. Can't fish it properly right now. It's noisy anyway up there. Wow, much more quiet here. I don't see any fish, but I'm sure they're down there. I probably should have just stayed at the house and waited till we were closer to pre-dawn. But honestly, that big breakfast was doing its job, making me sleepy. So I thought I better start doing stuff, get out of the house now, or I might not make it out of the house. Here's my secret weapon for catching gar. It's my option for gar. It's a topwater. Any topwater will do, but especially Whopper ploppers work really good. This is a mini, Whopper plopper mini or junior. I bet like yesterday, the same thing's going on. If we just slow down and observe, we're probably going to see a bunch of small spotted gar going back and forth here. They are spawning right now. When you see 2 spotted gar swimming almost like together, one behind the other, that's what's up. The other thing out here that really likes topwater are alligators, so you got to watch. It's good to have the light on right now, because you see golf balls glowing coming at you. You need to get your topwater out of the way. What do we got? Oh, I thought a gar took me because I didn't have the light on. Look at that. Yes. Yeah, you're right. Not even pre-dawn yet. Well, it is pre-dawn, but to the naked eye, barely tell. Ooh, I don't know, guys. It's lightning, but oh, I hear thunder. It's still far away. At least we are catching fish before it all falls apart. It's not supposed to until noon, but man, it's falling apart somewhere close by. Nice. Let me tell you something. Those little hooks are not always easy to get out. Those little treble hooks. Not even a pound, but I'll take that. It's a good way to start my morning. We're just gonna slip him over off the medium dive there. Bit of a belly flop. Better than going nose in onto the rocks. Really starting to see pre-dawn now. I do want to go deep as far as I can on the road on this bayou, but for the moment I'm going to stay up here. There's a lot of traffic on Barrier, people going to work on the base because there's a gate down there. This will do nicely. I'm going to start out down here with the Whopper plopper. About my side project, it's another channel, so if you were worried that I was going to start putting a ton of electronic experimental music videos on this channel, you can put those worries aside. But if you were hoping for that, it'll be on another channel, and I'll let you know what's up. I'll let you know the name of that channel when I have it created. I already have the name, but so right now I'm just getting stuff and building. I wanted to go to the thrift store today too to look for mini cassette dictaphones and other types of cassette players. It is raining. It is starting to rain. I saw a little bit. Looking for those cassette players with variable speed controls. A lot of your mini cassette dictaphones will have speed controls on them, like you could do half speed, slow it down, speed it up while it's playing. The other channel that I'm speaking of is something for me to be able to get rid of my creative juices when I'm stuck in the house because of rain or whatever. It's just for fun. Okay, switching it up. Speedworm, weightless, June bug. These speedworms weigh almost as much as a regular Cinco. Not quite, but almost as much. Under the right conditions, such as now, with like, there's no wind right now. Maybe just a slight gentle breeze. But under these conditions, it makes for a good weightless bait. Depending on your skill of fishing it, you really need to pay attention to how fast your retrieve is. Too fast of a retrieve will keep it high in the column, and you need to let it sink. So when you cast these, just put it out there and give it time to sink. Best way to fish it is once it's down, pick it up by shaking it and just reel in the slack and fishing on that slack line. You bring it up and it's coming up in the water, and its tail, as you shake it, is doing that, and then it glides down. It doesn't wobble like a Cinco, but that tail has a lot of action when you do this, picking it up like that, and then it's falling like that. That tail jittering like that gets you a good reaction strike, and a lot of times that fish is going to strike on the fall. Gotcha. So much time in between fish this morning. I actually caught a fish near here yesterday, almost in the same location. I wonder if it couldn't be the same fish, huh? But yeah, I thought I was sitting on top of a glorified one fish video. Let me tell you, I've had some bites, probably from gar, but so far just 2 fish, and this is the only respectable one. First one was fun, but much smaller than this, and this is not a giant bass by far, maybe a pound, much bigger than the first one this morning. And he just came out of the blue and got that speedworm on the drop out in front of this grass here. Yeah, you're right. It's 7:34 right now, and looking drearier and drearier as time goes by. Let's keep going. Gotcha. I saw the line move before the bite, before I felt the bite. Nice. Number 3. Number 3. Yeah, you're right. Mwah. It is now 8:30. I'm gonna go ahead and call it at 3 fish. My goal today is to try my best to stay awake all day, so I can get back on a more reasonable schedule. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. If this weather doesn't happen like they say it's gonna happen, I might shoot another video today. However, at the moment, I need a tea break, a coffee break. I just need some caffeine. I'm gonna go and edit this video. So wish me luck. Maybe we won't have a bad weather day, but maybe we will. Thanks for watching, guys. Liking, sharing. Oh, I need some caffeine. Thanks for watching, guys. Liking, sharing, and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.